Oh no, stream starting.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hi, I probably sound different.
Welcome to half an hour.
I can't
But they
hear
don't know
myself
that.
speak.
Welcome to Fuse being disoriented.
Yeah, a little bit. I have a new headset.
He has a new head.
I might be a bit louder than usual, physically, because I can't hear myself speak.
Oh, Fuse, actually, so you know, I had to turn you up after you get your new headset, so technically, if someone has not changed their settings, you should be quieter than usual.
Yeah.
But I physically am louder,
Yeah, sure.
is what I'm saying.
Uh-oh, Fuse's snake gene is kicking in.
That's right.
Maybe you shouldn't have your headphones so tight against your ears.
So tight against thine ears.
That's not true. You're not
So,
true.
hey. So what did we do last time? We fall asleep?
Probably. At some point.
Alright. So...
I had just taught my Pokemon how to ice skate, except for Pidgeotto. And that was the end of that day.
There's something... I'm going to hand something off to Fuse, because there's something that I meant to get rolling earlier. Guess what I didn't?
What did you end? I don't think that was the thing that I said.
I want it. I'm saying it. We're in this,
You're wrong.
We're in this limbo between I control my Pokemon and you control my Pokemon. Which is it?
I control your Pokemon. That's the way it's always been.
And yet, there are times when it's like, what do they do? And you're asking me. It's like, oh. Well, there's the thing I'd like to happen.
It doesn't.
Fine.
I still want to know what that thing was.
Well, is the amount of experience points a Pokemon has able to be gauged accurately by a trainer?
No.
Then, like, how do you know when a Pokemon's ready to evolve when they have an Everstone?
You don't.
Intuition?
Well, if you're giving them an Everstone, there's probably a reason.
Yeah, but, like, you don't know... I wouldn't know. It's like, alright, you've reached 40 experience points and therefore have enough to reach your 5th level point in whatever. Therefore, it's time for you to evolve. I wouldn't know that. I don't know all that. So... But I do know that it's soon. I just don't know how soon. It's music. So, can Jar roll for knowing that it's time? Insight, knowledge.
But what are you rolling for?
Knowing that the training is complete. The esoteric training of agility to a certain quota.
I'm assuming that you would have had some kind of idea of what you were training for since you were going out of your way to prevent them from evolving until it was done.
Yes.
That's not
Like-
something that you do if you don't have an endpoint in mind.
So I'm gonna say Jara, being from a family of combi farmers, honey farmers of using combi, knows a bit more than the layman of the ins and outs of the combi Vespicun family.
Also, you have a Pokedex.
Yeah. But what do you want? You want me to be like, oh, well, because technology, I know. Or do they say, these are some details for my character. What's your preference, Fuse, huh? What do you want?
Who knows what I want? Not me.
So, because character, they know, like, certain, under rare conditions and rigid training, some combis can become, can come to greater strengths than Vespicun can. But not many. So,
But
I don't know. We know it's time. We know that this combi has begun acting with more agility than the standard combi has known to be able to be. More than the average Vespicun has been able to be. Acting with. That is to say, 5 dexterity. Yup.
yeah, you would rate your combi's dexterity as a 5 out of 5.
And then we also...
Assuming you've actually spent that point.
Yes, I have. And then opening this...
Not this.
Core book.
No.
Alright. So, after waking up, making breakfast, talking with Newfie for a bit.
Good morning.
Good morning. We go, me and Combi, like, start our morning stretches, shall we say. And I noticed that it has improved beyond what most combis ever seem to see. And I judge that it is ready. And with my other Pokemon by my side, I tell Combi, or I ask Combi for its Everstone.
It's impolite to judge your Pokemon.
Fuck you. I'm intuiting the Pokemon.
How's Combi holding it?
Same way it holds anything? I don't know. Is that like, oh, how is this Magnemite holding anything? How is this Voltorb holding a thing?
Yeah, that's a question that I'm asking you right now. How is Combi holding the Everstone?
Well, I see 2 options. Given that it has no hands of any kind, either A, it's balanced on its head, which makes sense for the dexterity it's going for, or B, it's holding it in its mouth, which would be awful, considering this Everstone is such a smooth rock.
Could just be stuck in its honey somewhere.
Or just
Sounds
tie it on with string?
Comfortable. Given the shape of a combi, I feel like that would be unpleasant. Because then I'm either affecting its wings or wrapping a string around its face, or one of its three faces.
It's a big string of duct tape right across it.
It's fine.
How big is the stone?
Size of a Pokeball? About, I would imagine. Maybe slightly flatter.
It's small enough to fit in your hand.
So like a
Like,
compacted...
you can hold it.
Okay. So, combi. So again, I asked the combi for its Everstone. Considering I can't control a combi, I'm not going to say it gives over its Everstone. Apparently that's not proper.
No, you can't say, I take it.
Yeah, I don't though. I asked combi for its Everstone.
Combi gives you the Everstone through some unknown method of transferal.
It's called hand waving. It's a common tool for GMs to get over boring details.
It's not a boring detail, it's an interesting detail.
How's your Pokemon holding this thing? How does it pay its taxes? Tell me.
I don't care how your Pokemon pays its taxes. But I want to know about what cool and clever solutions you came up for the problems of everyday life with Pokemon.
Well, okay. Again, given that it's training its dexterity, I would wager it's balancing the stone atop its head.
How does your combi poop?
What'd you say, Fuse?
Anyway.
What'd you say, Fuse?
I believe you said good.
Okay. So, yeah, I take the stone which has been handed to me, or slid off of its head to me.
Headbutted over to you.
Yeah. And...
Give me a dexterity survival athletic.
What?
To catch the stone.
You want me to do that? Alright. Dexterity.
You're gonna have combi do the pass.
Dexterity survival athletic.
Yeah, you're gonna need a dexterity fight throw.
For combi. This is my catch. Not even very good.
And 2 is fine.
I don't know what it's like out there, man. What'd you say? Strength fight throw?
No, dexterity fight throw.
Dexterity fight throw? Okay. Hey, look. 1.
Alright, so it was kind of an awkward throw considering it was balancing it on its head.
Sure.
But you caught it.
Sweet. Oh, also, level 17. Okay, so my combi is now no longer holding an Everstone.
That's correct.
Alright, and I tell my combi, it's time.
Combi nods. Combi glows. Combi is evolving.
I don't press B.
What is going on with the music?
I don't know! Oh. It's an evolution music.
Combi has evolved into Vespiquen.
Wow, man, fucking not too much fanfare. Jeez, you're gonna ruin the moment.
Da, 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 da.
It's the wrong fanfare.
I know.
Wait a minute.
Like, hey, Nintendo's out there. I'm not playing anything.
Oh, I thought you meant playing as in, like, role-playing. Hey, I'm not playing anything. You can't prove it, other than all this footage.
Like, I wanted to play the Evolution theme, but no.
How does it go? Like, dun, dun,
No,
dun,
no,
dun,
don't even do it. Don't even hum it.
How about in a different key? Dun, 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 dun.
Nintendo is watching. They're going to kill you.
Good. I don't have to fucking play this anymore.
Anyway.
Vespiquen, what should I change? And I'm not talking
Ow.
I'm just asking you. Sorry, I'm tapping an eggshell with a knife. Anyway, what... Alright, sweet. Comedy is evolved into Vespiquen. Do 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 do.
Well, here come the Nintendo assassins.
Yahoo! Wow!
Mamma mia!
I wasn't even intending that to be the assassins, but that's totally the assassins.
Yeah. Nintendo assassins triple jumping onto your roof and jumping down the chimney.
They're here!
Conveniently, by the time they reach the bottom, they'll take damage and shrink down so they can get out.
Did you light the fireplace? Yes. Oh no!
Does it mean the inside of your house is an underground stage?
Only if they reach the basement. You know what else happens? Venipede
It's also around.
Venipede teaches itself a move.
And Venipede, seeing Combi evolving, is also going to do that.
Yeah. 38 becomes 2. And Venipede has learned Toxic. And because its venom has now become deadly, or poison? Its poison has now become deadly. Venipede evolves unto... World
Me.
Mike Tyson. Venipede and Mike Tyson together at last.
So, Vespiquen.
Yes.
I'm assuming you know what the minimum stats are.
I can find them out easily. Uh, 22323. So stats become that.
If they're lower.
Yes, 2, 2, or 2, 2, 3, 2, 3. Is that right? Yeah. So it gains 2 vitality, 1 strength, 2 vitality. I think a special and an insight. Are levels gained for those points?
Yes.
Okay. So it gains
So
19.
Vespiquen is many levels.
Yes, 19.
Also, for disobedience.
Yes.
And one more base HP.
Nice. So 2 for that, then 2 for that, then 3 for that, so 4. 2 for that, 6. 3 for insight. Alright, so it is now level 29. From level 17 to level 29.
Good. It's also going to learn one of those new zero moves at random.
Only one
Does
of
it
them,
know
right?
any of them?
It currently knows Sweet Scent, Gust, Bug Buzz, and Bug Bite.
Alright. So I'm going to roll a 1d4 unless you want to.
Hold on. Before that, base HP goes up by 1, and then up by 2 because 2 plus 2 vitality. Yes.
Base HP goes up by 1 to 4. Total HP goes up by 3 to whatever.
Sure.
Well, it would go up to 7, since if your vitality went up, then it went up 2, 3. 4, 5, 6.
Wait. Yeah. So 7. All right. Its vitality was 1 before, so it gained 2.
Its vitality has been set to 3.
Yes.
So would you like to roll the d4?
The D4, yes, I will. I was doing maths. Just 1d4, no greater than less than.
It's 1d4.
Rolling. 3.
Vespiquen has learned Poison Sting.
Oh, that's appropriate. Because alright, Venipede also evolves to Whirlipede. Oh, also, before we move on to Venipede, or Whirlipede as the case may be, item, Everstone? No. Status, healthy, yeah. Its
ability changes to pressure.
Alright. Its type doesn't change. Its disobedience is 4 now. Yes?
Yep.
And its happiness loyalty still at 5 each. Good. And I can change the maximums. Now, so its maximum strength becomes 5. Its maximum dexterity becomes 4. Ha. Its maximum vitality becomes 6. Its maximum special becomes 5. And its maximum insight, also 6. And I can change its weight and size in a bit. Venipede.
Venipede's ability remains the same.
Okay.
Did Venipede know Poison Sting and or Screech?
No.
Give me a D2.
Hey.
Whirlipede has learned how to scream.
Yeah, like a tire ripping out.
Vitality increases to 3 if it was not already, and insight increases to 2 if it was.
insight increases to zzz.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
It also
That.
loses 2 disobedience.
Oh, it's down to -1 disobedience.
For now.
Can I mark negative disobedience by putting disobedience on the opposite side of the thing? So, like, it has bubbles 1 through 5. Normally, 1 disobedience would be marked by the first bubble being marked. 2 disobedience would be the first and the second. 5 would be all 5. -5 could be 1 through 4 are empty, and 5 is filled.
I suppose.
Nice.
We should start from the right and put disobedience in binary.
How do you denote negative numbers in binary? Assuming there's just another tick to say negative.
No, you just use the first one to denote positive or negative.
Okay. So, disobedience is now -1. Its level goes up by 2. Oh, it's up by 1 also because moves that got learned.
We need binary disobedience so you can have a 30 disobedient Pokemon. Perhaps even 31.
Am I going? Is Vespiquen going up by a level for the move that they learned by evolving? Are they gaining a level for learning a move?
Yeah.
Through evolving. All right.
As did
Yes. Whirlipede. So Whirlipede is now level 20, and
yeah.
Combi is level 30. So I guess Vespiquen is a cougar. Anyway.
Well, I bet you can't wait for a couple of months.
Right.
When Whirlipede evolves.
Yeah. So mark it on your calendars. A couple of months later. And according to Fuse, that's 2.
Yeah.
Would now be a good time to mention that Ponyta is level 16. And it evolves via level.
There's a rule of thumb for that.
What is it?
What are Ponyta's stats? It's stattributes.
What stats are you looking for?
It's stattributes. The ones for Ponyta.
The main ones? Like its strength and dex and so on?
Yeah.
Let's see. 2, 2, 3, 3, 2. And I have enough experience to make one of those 2s a 3.
Who knows what would happen if you did that?
Who knows?
This music.
We have a new music. Oh.
Mayo has spoken.
So, today, 2 of my Pokemon evolved. Are we evolving Ponyta?
I'm going to guess not yet.
Well, I said something and then you didn't respond.
You said who knows what would happen if you did that.
Yeah,
Well, you do, but I don't.
that's right.
Like a true villain. Combino weighs 38 kilograms.
I think you mean Vespiquen.
Yep. Or
I will say congrats to Vespiquen.
84 pounds.
And
Combi now weighs nothing.
And Vespiquen's size is 1.2 meters or 4 feet tall.
oh boy, if Ponyta evolves into Rapidash, she'll weigh 420 pounds.
Blaze it.
Exactly.
And Whirlp. Not Whirlp. No. 1.2 meters slash 311 and 58 kg slash 129 pounds. Why are we at the state fair?
Who knows?
Presumably the person that brought us there.
That's debatable.
Presumption is debatable.
Yeah.
I like Vespiquen isn't even like 4 foot anything, it's just 4 foot even. Exactly 4 feet tall.
It's possible to assume this. I don't know. Are you sure?
Alright. Evolution happened. That'll
There you go.
That'll throw off our stat. Just gotta give it some twang.
Quick, we need to change all the names of all the Pokemon. Maybe they won't catch on.
I keep wanting to call it Vespiquen rather than Vespiquen.
You could if you wanted to.
Yeah. And that's where that's ended.
Is my favorite.
It's not even Whirlipede, it's Whirlpede.
No.
Sounds like something off of Adult Swim. Oh, okay. We are ready to keep training.
Yep. That's what I figured.
What do you? Okay, you put us in a world of Pokemon. Give me like 3 things you expected to happen. And
Pokemon battles.
Tell me one of them wasn't training our Pokemon.
Not for this long.
What's
like the limit of like the training limit? The training limit per day is supposed to encourage you to like do other things, not just make days go by faster.
We're not
we don't
ready
have
for other
school
things.
or a job. There's nothing else to do.
We're not ready for other things. We have to train our Pokemon first. Before we train
Pokemon are our lives.
Yeah, we're trainers. Remind me how you play RPGs again, Fuse. Is that statement you made about grinding and opportunities to do so? How much in Kanto? How much fucking travel do you think that patch of grass before Brock's gym sees every day?
So, in Ultramoon,
Yeah.
I evolved my Pokemon before meeting the rival.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like,
Because that's possible.
I didn't huh? Because they made it possible.
Yeah, that's possible.
Well, I
There's a
assume
dog
so,
that
'cause
wants
you
to
did
enter
it.
this room.
I assume it was possible since, you did it.
I wanted to do that because there's a cutscene in which your Pokemon is there.
You wanted to see if it...
I wanted to make sure that they could actually show the evolved forms in that cutscene.
And did they?
Yes.
Good. Would you have
They were
stopped playing
prepared.
the game if they didn't? Would you have just stopped playing?
No? But I would have been disappointed.
Sent an angry letter to Nintendo. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Nintendo.
No, I don't know if there's anything that could make me not love that game. Since the moment that I started playing Moon, I just immediately discovered that you can spin.
It's the small things for gamers,
Like,
really.
that was literally the first thing that I did when I got into the game. I span around in a circle, and then the character just did a little twirl.
Yeah.
Huh.
Welcome to the Pokemon RP session. We here for 5 hours to talk.
Yeah.
This is on topic.
Because the game is boring for some people at certain people at certain times.
Keep training. I'm just here.
Like, Fuse, you want us to just have a session without you someday? And I'll just let you know what happened.
Honestly.
Like, you could have some, like, if I could make a recommendation, you could just have, like, an actual, like, calendar of events for progression for Team Alpha's plan, whatever it is. Be like, yeah, this is happening while you train. The longer you take to train, the more this is going to progress.
Well, there's definitely stuff going on.
So you're out training, and suddenly zombies encroach on the outside of town. Oh.
Well, let's get inside Paulina and fly away.
I already did that one in Fate.
Pokemon zombies. Pokemon bees. Is there a zombie Pokemon?
Ghost types?
No.
They're just things that come from fossils.
There's no such thing as a ghost type Pokemon.
I haven't seen one, you can't prove it. I say, Marowak by my side.
Marowak is sad.
No! Marowak fades through the floor.
Marowak loses 5 happiness.
No! Say for me saying I don't believe in it. Literally.
You're not real. Marowak fades out of existence.
Speaking of our Pokemon, what levels are yours at?
Mine?
Yes.
Vespiquen is at level 30. Whirlpeed is at level 20. Assuming I've been keeping proper track of all the others, then Nidorino, rather, level 27.
Nidorano.
Yeah, I am genuinely uncertain whether or not I've been keeping proper track of all the levels, so take everything with a grain of salt. Yeah. Marowak, level... Torterra. Marowak, level 35. Torterra is level, 50-something.
Wouldn't it be bad if Ponyta involved right now?
Disobedience and all.
Yeah. So you're trying to
Oh.
train Ponyta to get ready for the... Another thing, you're training Ponyta because you don't think you're ready for the first gym, which is grass.
You don't think you're ready for the first gym after beating the second gym.
It's more so for training for Rockruff, who's currently the weakest link, and I might as well train all my Pokemon.
It is the second gym.
Alright, so actually what I'd like to do... I did say I only wanted to borrow the stone. So I kind of want to go give it back. Thank them for it. Did they explicitly tell me to keep the stone?
Not explicitly.
I think he would think better of you if you did return it, like you said you were going to.
Yeah, wanted to borrow. So, yeah, first thing I'm going to do, with Vespiquen out, and Whirlipede, too. Whirlpede. It's not even Whirlipede, it's Whirlpede. Jesus. I'd like to go back to the store, where the stone came from.
Is Noof going along?
Sure. I want to see if they fix that counter in this 3 days.
It's probably taped up. The glass isn't there, but it's like Scotch tape, maybe a plank of wood. No, apparently not even that.
Nothing.
The broken glass is still there. They haven't even bothered to do anything about it. So, yes, I go back to the store, or Jara would like to go back to the store and hand the stone back to the person at the counter with a full body bow, or a full torso, full right angle bow. Thank you for letting me use this.
A full right angle bow is pretty hard.
Don't make me roll for it.
Just imagining that as Noofy saying that. Doing that pretty hard.
Good job, Jara.
I should give myself a strength. When I have the XP for it, of course.
When does Jara evolve?
So I return the stone.
You did it.
Give it up for the GM. Give it up for the "you sure did" guy. Alright,
I'm currently looking up something.
Back
All right,
to training, I guess.
So you head back to the store. So
Yes.
how do you get to them?
Elevator?
All right, so you're gonna get into the elevator and head for the top of the gym.
Well, I'm giving it to the store clerk.
Okay.
Yeah, like the guy who I took it from, where it's going to end up back eventually.
It's a different person there.
Okay. I would like to look for the person who was sitting at the counter when I was there. Perhaps they're at a different station today.
Did you get their name?
I know their face.
Alright,
Did you give us
so
a name?
I don't believe so. So give me an insight survival alert.
Alright, insight survival. Plus alert, technically. Hey!
Alright. They are definitely not here today.
Okay. With this description, can I piggyback off of this and say, I have a pretty good idea of what I'm looking for. I have a pretty good idea of how to explain what I'm looking for to someone else. I'd like to go to someone and say, excuse me, I'm looking for a person who meets such and such description. Could
yeah.
you tell me when they will be here next?
I think they got a shift tomorrow. I don't know. I'd have to check the schedule.
Could you please? I can wait.
Rolls his eyes. Alright.
Thank you, sir. Or whatever pronoun looks to be appropriate. Not that looks can tell, but still.
Alright. Walks off.
I wait.
Not back yet.
I wait.
Still not back.
I wait.
Alright. 10 minutes later. Shows up again.
My face lights up as I see him.
Huh? Oh, right. Turns back around.
Thank you.
Comes back after a few seconds. Yeah, they're scheduled for 3 tomorrow.
All right. I give them a bow and thank them.
I think that's a 3.
What are you doing to me? Dara chooses to believe them and thanks them for their time with a bow. And leaves the store to go train at this place.
Can I interest you in a chocolate bar before you go?
What? Is he asking me to purchase something?
Yeah.
I asked my Pokemon if they want anything. I even have
You feed them well enough.
Yeah. I give him a very nice smile and say, no, thank you. We're fine.
How many Pokemon are allergic to chocolate?
Buy 2, get 1 free today.
What's the price of a chocolate bar? Few.
2?
2?
No. 5. It's like 5 poke.
No, I don't want to have an odd number of Pokemon. I have 100. Wait, how much money does
Let's buy 2,
Yeah.
get 1 free.
I know. How much money does Newfie have?
2009.
Like, actually, there's a 9 at the end?
Yes.
Jesus. Yeah, I think we're already long gone past keeping proper numbers. No.
That is my proper number of money I have.
I thank him again, but tell him we have no need. And go off to train.
and Newfie and Pokemon head to the sports store.
Sports
What?
Authority.
Sports?
Gotta buy the equipment for the next new sport. At least I'm doing something different each time. Well, whose stuff are we gonna resolve first?
I think we just got through resolving something of mine.
That is true. I guess I gotta decide if I want to just choose a sport or have Fuse roll another whatever.
Yeah, let me
type
roll
that
1d
was.
sport.
No. Can I suggest a sport?
No.
I asked Shara what a good sport would be.
Calvin Ball.
I guess me and my Pokemon could play that. Assuming Calvin and Hobbes is a canon thing
Of
that
course
exists.
it is. It exists across all universes. For audience at home, according to the Calvin and Hobbes Wikia, it's great. It's just great. Calvin Ball is a game invented by Calvin and Hobbes. Calvin Ball has no rules. Players make up their own rules as they go along, making it so no Calvin Ball game is like another. Rules cannot be used twice, except the rule that rules cannot be used twice. And any plays made in one game may not be made again in any future games. The game may involve wickets, mallets, volleyballs, and additional sports-related equipment.
So I still need to go to the sports store.
Yeah. The only one permanent rule in Calvin Ball is that players cannot play it the same way twice.
How would I, if my Pokemon are able to make up their own rules, how am I supposed to know what the rule they made is?
They have to say it.
They call you up for breaking it.
I
And then you make a rule up why it's okay that you broke it.
I'm confused. If I did decide to play Calvin Ball, what kind of role would that be?
Who knows?
Something about creativity and thinking on the fly.
I would rather stick with the usual
Boring.
athletics. That's my best stats. I just need to get 8 more experience on Rockruff and I'm good.
You can't
It's
just
like
play the same sport twice.
No.
that's like breaking Calvin Ball without even playing it. If he is breaking the rule of Calvin Ball without even playing it. I think Calvin Ball would be maybe perform. Contest perform.
Perform is a extra thing you can use in training.
Oh, you can't use extra stuff? Well, athletic is an extra thing.
Well, I haven't been using that.
You just got through saying you'd rather use athletic because that's what you've got.
I said
You said athletic.
doing sports of the athletic sorts, as in uses dexterity.
Yeah. Could be dexterity in contest.
They've usually been dex survival.
There's a low hum outside my window.
You're a low hum.
Outside my window?
Yeah.
Sounds like they might be a giant song.
Fuse is just giving you the new color of the sand.
What?
A low hum outside my window. We talk about JoJo's in this stream. It's a Calvin stream. The only rule is that it can't be the same way twice. We break that rule all the time and we train for days on end. What are we doing? And why is it not
what
getting
are you
done?
doing?
Okay, I decided kickboxing.
You can't put gloves on your feet.
This is the Pokemon world. I'm sure they have custom-made things for that.
If you want to get an Apom or a Mankey.
I mean, that's why it's kickboxing and not just boxing. So that my
Song.
quadrupedal Pokemon can participate. And Pidgeotto somehow.
Wing boxing.
Okay,
Song
Fuse.
just keeps going.
Yeah. Can we change it?
We can just at Mayo. Okay, Fuse, how much is boxing gloves for me and my Pokemon?
$20.
Each, I assume.
No.
Are you looking up the actual cost of boxing gloves?
No.
What are you doing, Fuse?
Adding Mayo.
Aside- No.
Now what are you doing?
Now I'm going back to getting the gym ready. In case you ever actually need it.
I will in, like, an amount of training sessions.
Well, you asked for a price. I gave you a price.
Okay. I mean, he said no, like, afterwards, unrelatedly, and it got me confused.
You asked if that was for each. It's
Second
not
bite.
for each. It's for both. You asked what it would cost for both. So I said what it would cost for both.
I meant for me and all my Pokemon. Each.
For you and all your Pokemon.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Total.
guess it would cost more than 20 for each individual Pokemon to have custom fit boxing gloves.
No, they're having a sale. It's buy one, get 5 free.
So yeah, 10 each.
Okay, is that per glove or per pair of gloves?
Per pair.
Okay.
Does the right and the left cost the same, or are we looking at different prices for different angles, Fuse?
Why didn't you tell me the song was on loop for over an hour?
We thought you knew.
Honestly,
it
I
was
just
pain.
I just thought it was a thing you were doing.
I'm really actually sorry.
No.
Well, speaking of that probably speaks a lot for the quality of the tune, since it only took you over an hour to actually get bored of it. So,
Oh.
No.
Okay, then why didn't you mention me sooner then?
Because we want to prove that we're big, strong men.
Yeah.
Or we thought maybe you would notice and
Yeah.
change it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
told you I was... Well, whatever. It's a good thing that was detected eventually.
No, it's not. I have to be contrarian.
No, you don't.
Oh, okay.
Wait, yes, I do. So, a thing getting done. Let's do it so it gets done.
Not quite. For my quadrupedal Pokemon, should I get 2 pairs?
No.
Okay, so front legs only.
Yes.
But horses are known for kicking with their back feet.
Yeah, they're also known for breaking their legs if they try to walk with gloves on. They're known for it, you know.
Yeah.
But what about
That's
Pokemon?
just what they do.
Apparently, horses break their legs really easily, actually.
Yeah, they love it. It's great. Do it all the time.
It's a form of aggression.
When you don't feel like you're being treated well enough, just break your legs.
Ask horse farmers' views. Ask them. They do if you look at them wrong.
Don't you look at me like that, I'll break my legs.
This is some kind of Chinese protest. Go in front of the emperor's building and self-immolate to say that you disagree with him trying to kill you.
Okay, Fuse. I bought boxing gloves for me and all my Pokemon. What do I roll?
Same thing as always. Just roll.
Meanwhile, Jar is trying to grow a beard.
500d6.
What do I roll for growing a beard, Fused?
I don't care.
For yourself or for your Pokemon?
Fuse, where's this town's recycling plant?
No.
Fuse, what do I roll to separate the colors from the whites? I need to know! I'm talking about laundry here, by the way. Don't you go on about race.
And I can't believe you would say that.
Me trying to come off mundane tech activities for Fuse to get to have us make rolls for. Alright.
I am adding experience. So you can go ahead and do what you're going to do.
Alright, I would too like to continue training my Pokemon.
You did it. You did the same thing again.
We'll have to remember what my roles were for training. I think it was like 5 for training Combi, 5 for training Venipede. Nidorino and Marowak were training together, and Torterra was training. Nidorino and Marowak had a 6. I think it was 5, 5, 6, 4? That sounds right. May I?
Sure.
Sweet. 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 Five. Oh. 6. No. 4. Alright. 4 successes, with the first 4 dice being negated because disobedience. And yet, Vespiquen still manages to learn. Give yourself 2 XP. Yeah! So what does negative disobedience do for training, Fuse? If you were to manufacture some mechanic. Because if disobedience...
It does nothing.
Could we make it so negative disobedience repeats the last dice?
No. Well, I could. But I won't.
That makes sense, though.
Oh, well, I'm glad you agree.
Shut up. So there's no benefit to overtraining disobedience.
That's correct. They can't be less than not a disobedient.
It can be more... It can be like... Take a bullet for you without asking. Disobedient.
Yeah, that's loyalty.
So... Well, it doesn't matter anyway, because...
Negative disobedience would be they do something that you want to command them to do before you say it.
Alright, so 1 there, so 4. Nidoran gets 4, becomes 8. And same for Marowak, except well, none.
I did it.
16. And Torterra.
I finished the gym.
Nice. Alright, sweet. That training's done. That training's fun. Yeah?
Yep. I just need to get at least one success on training tomorrow, and I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then we do, I believe it's 6 points for moves that we're teaching. Removed for...
Yeah, it should be 5 now. Although, I can't remember if on one day we did something different to where one of us didn't have the time for it. Either way, I'm going from 4 to 5 on my Pokemon.
You did it. You went from 4 to 5. 4 to 5 what?
The training towards specific moves, reducing the cost.
Sweet.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just say we go for 5, because that's 10 hours plus... Well, no, I think we were going... Jar was going for 6, because it's... If nothing else happened that day, we go for 6. But we did do something else, so 5 today. Alright. Protect... -3 for Protect, so... I believe Whirlipede now has... enough? Yes. Whirlipede now has Protect.
Oh, man.
Sweet. So that's 3 off of what we got today. And the other 2 go to Nidorino for Flatter. And Whirlipede gains a level. Level 21. Old enough to drink. Yes. Alright, that's it for the day.
You did it.
We did it. Shall we progress to the next day, or does anything else happen?
What are you doing?
Walking back to camp
Yep.
from one end of the forest to the other, or wherever we were training, to the camp in the forest.
Give me an insight survival nature.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Insight, survival, nature. The person that does that, hopefully. Oh.
Alright. There is a Pokemon which is at your camp.
Alright.
And it is a wild Venusaur.
Venusaur?
Yeah. You find it over by your camp trying to get at your food, but it can't get to it because you are properly prepared.
It doesn't exist because we make our food on command.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whatever it's trying to find, it's not able to get to it.
It's trying to get our sports equipment.
All I heard was get our sports equipment. It's like you come back to the camp, you see a Venusaur rifling through things, just like, Newfie, get the sports equipment.
On it.
Show you how we deal with Pokemon. Not with Pokemon, that's for sure. No, I said it's trying to find our sports equipment.
Yeah. Alright, so what are you gonna do? It's a Venusaur.
Does it look angry or hostile?
Why don't you give me an insight knowledge something?
Lore?
Or an insight, whatever empathy is on.
Empathy is in contest.
Contest.
Insight.
Same
contest.
thing. Yeah.
4 successes.
Looks more hungry and curious, but more curious than hungry. There's stuff here, and it wants to know what all the stuff is. And then eat the stuff.
Alright. When was the last time we ate?
During whenever we eat.
Yeah. So
I would
presumably
imagine you would be planning on eating when you get back.
Alright. So I want to, like, get my Pokemon out. Have them, like, trail close behind me as I like breach the foliage around the camp gently and try to get its attention.
Right. It turns to look at you.
Hey there, fella. Are you friendly?
No, says
Oh,
the
no, freeze it.
Venusaur.
Yeah.
Pulls out a gun.
Oh no, Gunmon! They've teamed up. It's become too powerful.
Venusaur is approaching.
Alright. I would like to reach out a hand. First, I would like to know if I know if Venusaurs are herbivores. I presume they are. But should I give insight knowledge More.
You sure should. You
Or
sure
check
should.
the Pokedex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, should check that Pokedex.
I don't. I guess we do have the first generation Pokedex, so I want to. I want to whip out my Pokedex, probably. because
Yeah,
that's
but
what
you
it's for.
already made that roll.
Yeah, I did. That's true. So, do I think these things are like pure meat eaters?
Yeah, Venusaur's a carnivore. It looks
Well-
hungry.
It looks more curious than hungry, and I have Pokemon, so I don't reach out, but I want to ask it if it's hungry and if it would like to join us for a meal. No, it doesn't look aggressive towards me, does it? Can I empathy that?
You can attempt.
Yes, I would like to attempt. 3.
It does not look openly hostile at this moment.
All right. Well, I'd like to keep it that way and invite it to join us for food. So we were just about to eat. Would you care to join us?
The Venusaur says,
Venusaur does not speak English.
Yeah, but it speaks empathy. It speaks. All Pokemon are able to understand people to a degree. That's just a thing that's been.
I'll give it a roll.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Venusaur nods.
Great. I clap my hands. It's wonderful.
he says, yes, that would be delightful.
But of course I'm pretty sure these things are carnivorous, so when I prepare food for all of us, I find I purify some wonderful meats.
What would you be
Venusaur
able
is
to
staying
notice
very
this?
close to your other Pokemon
Okay.
and
my
is
Pokemon
hungry.
Do my Pokemon look comfortable?
Yeah, but Venusaur is a carnivore.
Alright, I tell Torterra to keep... Or I tell my other Pokemon, the smaller Pokemon, to get on Torterra's back. While they wait.
So what could I roll to notice that Jar is cooking up meat for the Venusaur?
You could roll your eyelids open.
Yeah.
Look at the food that Jar is making.
Oh, should I roll food make, by the way?
Yes.
Alright, insight knowledge crafts, or dexterity knowledge crafts? Dexterity, whatever, same thing.
Yeah, dexterity, knowledge, craft.
Food make.
I was about to say the same thing you would roll for medicine, but with medicine.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. Because it is literally the same amount of dice.
So the same thing you would roll for medicine.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm cooking up like 2 jumbo steaks. I don't know why 2. Probably because Venusaur is a big Pokemon.
I'm gonna give some meat for my Rockruff.
No, this is for our friend. Well, our new friend.
The Venusaur?
Yeah. They eat meat, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, what was that roll to?
That
No,
is insight, knowledge, lore. Or just check the Pokedex.
Well, I think it's canon that Jirara keeps the Pokedex on him. So,
Sure.
Good.
I mean, you can ask for it.
yeah, I'll say, hey, let me check the Pokedex to make sure that's right.
You don't trust me? Come
I
on.
look at the Venusaur, and then look back at you.
Why would it eat plants? It is a plant.
Because that makes sense.
Oh, that's silly. Does your Ponyta eat fire?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, okay, here. And I hand it off.
What does the Pokedex say about Venusaur?
I'm going to go ahead and say that Venusaur is an omnivore, but gets a lot of its energy from photosynthesis.
No.
Hope you're cooking up some sun.
Yeah, grass-fed cattle beef right here. The animal that eats.
Yeah,
the
where are
leaf.
you getting meat?
I don't know. I said I had purified it. I said it flew across the crowd and no one reacted. Alright?
Where are you
didn't even
getting
think
meat?
about that.
I'm is out of Rockruff's mouth. I don't know.
Oh no! Rockruff can't bark anymore due to lack of tongue.
No, not I'm just gonna get your Pokemon's. It's gonna evolve soon and heal anyway, right? Whatever.
That's how dogs work.
I have ingredient, you know, and here's my explanation. Every day, all of us have a meal prepared, presumably with some healthy ingredients to keep us healthy and alive. And I'm going to say some of that meal every day is meat. So for this Venusaur, I've gathered the meat out of everyone else's stuff and made it into a meal.
Where are you getting the meat?
Let me see.
Like, the cookware is just making food out of everything that you're getting.
I do have 3 canned meals.
Okay.
So, put together, that's 1 canned meal of meat. Meat and meat alone.
So if you Google meat plants, you get a very different kind of search result.
I'm looking it up.
Moogle is my favorite search engine.
Meat plant. Oh, yeah. Do you know there's a type of plant that produces electricity? And it's called a power plant.
Wow. They must employ a lot of Pikachus there.
Employ. Pokemon goes back to
No.
Poke wife. Talk about Poke fringe benefit.
They use Voltorb and Electrode.
The
Yeah,
That's
Pokemon-
canon.
Yeah. And Pikachu's. If you want to go by a Pokemon Stadium.
Mini games.
Who would go by Pokemon Stadium?
People that like the game and have good taste. So, not you, I guess.
No, but that's just a game. The
Where can I
Pikachu are
find
just
some-
playing a game there, having a little competition. But that's
Where
not
can I
the
find
optimal
some-
Pokemon to actually use for it.
I thought you were about to say, that's just a game, like, yeah, but that's Pokemon. Like, I thought you were talking about Pokemon Stadium.
That's a game.
That's just a game.
In the universe. But where can you find a?
Yes, where can I find some Clefairies to play Simon Says with?
Clefairy.
I don't know.
Berry,
Probably caves.
berry, berry,
No.
berry.
The Nintendo Assassins.
That's Game Freak, not Nintendo.
So, you murder the Venusaur.
Mm-hmm.
We feed itself its own meat.
Alright.
Newfie would point out, says here Venusaurs get most of their energy from sunlight. Next being plants, then being meat.
Jara looks down at the already prepared meat feast.
I mean, we can eat that. Made a whole
Prepared Meat
feast
Feast
just
is
for this
the
one.
name of my new band.
Already prepared meat feast.
Shorten it down to just Meat Feast.
Sure. The full title's there, but the fans know you by meat feast.
Yeah.
You shoot meat out into the audience during your performance.
Raw. None of that cooked
No,
shit.
no, it's prepared.
That's fair. That's fair.
Role playing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I guess I switch my methods around. I start like divvying up meat into everyone else's meals from the meat feast I've prepared, but cooking up a large vegetation platter for our new friend. All right, everybody, it's ready. And I serve the plates around. And
Oh,
I keep
boy.
an eye on Rockruff.
He's a good boy.
To not
Good thing
snatch
you
the
did. Because Rockruff is attempting to snatch the meat.
meat. I give it a stern look.
I also give it a very stern look.
Roll for stern look.
All right.
Is
Give
that
it a
cool
tough contest. Intimidate.
Tough contest, intimidate.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And this would be a teamwork.
All right. Mine amounts to 4. What's yours amount to?
Same.
Okay.
I think it would
Well
make
said.
more sense if I was doing the main
Sure.
looking.
All right.
my
Here's
Pokemon.
my help. Oh, that's not.
Oh, 4D.
I'm too nice.
You provide exactly 0 assistance.
He's looking at Rockruff.
I will watch whatever happens.
Jara's also there.
1 second.
I was gonna say I would will it, but no.
Yeah, this is too small of a moment to use a will on.
Yeah.
Since I only have 1 right now. 1.
Better than I did.
Alright,
Emma.
while you two are busy giving Rockruff dirty looks, Rockruff continues taking the meat and runs off.
All the meat from everybody's dishes?
No, just the biggest piece of meat available.
Wouldn't that have been the one on his plate that was given to him?
Yeah, because he's
Most likely. He's like the main meat eater of all of our Pokemon. Like next to like Fennekin.
Alright, well, before you even put it on his plate, he steals it and runs off. He thinks he got the better part of the deal.
Imagine if Embror was still here.
Alright, so I'm going to run after Rockruff to catch him and bring him back to the group.
I'll continue serving Dit foods, and if you're not back within a reasonable amount of time, like 5 minutes... I'll
Dexterity, survival, athletic.
I upped some of my stats with experience.
That's how that works.
And what is that for Rockruff?
Three. D6.
3.
He can tie.
No. You catch him. He doesn't even get too far.
I just, once I get to him, I just pick him up and say, you can eat with everyone else. Like a nice, civilized doggo. And I just sit him down back into the circle of all of us. Assuming we were staying in a circle.
Yeah.
Right.
In a
Rockruff refuses to let go of the meat, even though you're not trying to take it away.
Well, that's fine. I mean, he needs to eat.
Growling as your hands get too close to the meat.
And he bites your finger off.
More meat.
No, Rockruff's Russian. Rushruff.
I'm wondering if I should try to, like, bite the meat out of his mouth.
First, you need
Mostly-
to you need to find some legal representation.
Callback! Is anything on the street?
I don't think so. No.
It doesn't matter, though, because Rockruff is a 5 on the Kinsey scale. He's not that interested in me. Second, I was mostly going to do it for fun. Just to see what happens. Now that I said it, no, guess I have to do it.
You don't.
No, you don't. It would be hilarious.
If you didn't do it.
If OBS was on, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro profile the whole time. It wasn't, but that would have been hilarious.
Would have hilarious. Would have
At
been
least
hilarious.
We've said what our roles are. That's the important part. What would I roll for trying to bite the other side of the meat in his mouth?
Dexterity fight clash.
Who's this? Maybe back.
Let me see what his would be.
You've been thinking about it long enough that you have to.
Yeah, that's 6 dice versus 4, so I like those odds. How else am I going to show dominance? Here's mine. He can't, or wait, he can tie that.
Alright. You eat the food right out of his mouth. Rockruff
How
is
does
taken
he
by
react?
surprise at this.
You don't say.
Rockruff just kind of whimpers Gets down low and continues eating.
I give him a solemn pet.
A knife fell. What happened?
I ate the food out of Rockruff's mouth.
Why? Why'd you eat it?
He was being growly about it.
Yeah.
Like some sort of Growlithe. He's not a Growlithe, he's a Rockruff.
He's not a legendary type.
Right. Rockruff loses one disobedience.
You see, you have to be
And one happiness.
unexpected.
No, it's Arcanine that's legendary category.
Now I just gotta find a way to get his happiness up. Alright, after he's eaten the rest of his whatever's on his plate, I will give him the piece of meat that was on my plate.
Disobedience gained. Happiness gained. I've learned nothing this day.
So now what?
How is Venusaur enjoying the food?
There's a wild Pokemon joining us for dinner. How's it going?
Yeah, Venusaur is eating the food,
Uh-huh.
and then it ate the food,
Yes.
and now it's leaving.
Okay.
Goodbye.
I wave to it. Bye-bye.
How many pounds of food does Torterra eat per meal?
Many.
Undisclosed. Okay. Well, we all ate. We had an event. Now it's sleepy time. Training tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Good night.
You guys know what you're doing with that.
Good night.
We roll for sleep.
Yeah, roll for sleep.
What do I roll?
1d sleep.
I did it.
Alright, you successfully sleep.
Fuck.
Sorry.
One awake. Alright. Let me try again. Will it? Alright, great. So we sleep. We wake up. We eat a meal.
Jara isn't particularly well rested.
You hush. Why is that?
So you had to try twice.
What was keeping me awake?
A bad roll.
Your
Wow.
inability
Should
to
have
sleep.
better cooked that bread.
Like bed. Alright, so we get up the next day. Jara sleeps in a little bit, but gets up. And makes everybody breakfast. After they've been up for a while.
Can you make me some pancake-coated sausages on a stick?
I don't know, can I? Let me check. Whoa!
What are you checking?
Yes, I can.
Whoa. I actually tried those, and they're pretty good.
So it's like
They
we
sure
cook,
are.
We cook using whatever we find in the field. So today we found some wheat in the field. We found some milk. We found
And some pork.
we found Embor died.
Found Embor.
we found a mill tank.
No, it's just a tepig.
Bash its head in with a stone.
What's the rule for meat processing?
Enough. So, off to town. We're training.
I thought we do our training in the field. Or wait, no, you do yours on the stage. Yeah.
The metaphor almost.
Who
Alright.
first?
I will go first, if it pleases the crowd. Alright. Nice. Nice. Well, no. Yeah. Gluten. Wonderful.
Don't forget about disobedience for Vespa Queen.
Yeah, I know. I've been doing it. She got 1 XP from last time. And I just look at the first dice for training her. Like, is it a hit? Alright, good.
That would be 2 XP, because doubled.
Yep. Yeah.
You're doubled.
Vespa Quinn gets 7. Whirlipede gets 1 XP. So, 2. 4 successes for 3 successes for Nidorino. And then Marowak gets a full 4, so it becomes 24. Which Marowak will be spending. Wink. As Marowak is now level 40 and has full perform. Torterra gets 2 XP. Yes, so 12. Wonderful. And Torterra will also be spending that to get to level 3 for perform. Alright. That is my training.
Okay. So, I'll start mine by asking Rockruff, what does it want to do for training today?
Rockruff is pouty today.
If you do good, I'll buy you some meat today after training.
Rockruff is excited for training today.
I still don't know how it would answer to me what it wants to do exactly, but what is it doing?
Running around in a circle.
Okay, what do I roll for running around in a circle? No, actually, hold on.
That would be dexterity,
Yeah,
survival,
just,
athletics.
Let me play some running around in a circle music.
Okay, I think I know something we can do. We can do little track and field teams where you pass off the baton. See who finishes a race.
That sounds unsanitary.
You gotta tell me that now after I ate meat out of Rockruff's mouth.
Roll for disease. Roll for.
Rockruff doesn't have a disease.
I don't know. Have you gotten them checked?
Yes, I checked him myself.
Huh. Picks up dog, looks around. I don't see any diseases.
If there was one here, I would see it. Okay, how much to buy a few batons at the store?
Well, you could just pick up some sticks.
Could. But what if one of my Pokemon don't like the taste of stick?
What if they don't like the taste of other Pokemon mouths?
And how do they kiss?
Yeah, Fuse.
They
Are you
don't.
trying to-
Kiss
What?
other Pokemon.
Next training is gonna be all kissing.
For today's training, you all have to kiss.
So
It'll
that's when
make you
that's-
strong.
That's when your Pokemon formed a 6-Pokemon union. My Pokemon, I don't think I'm training very well. What do you makes you say that? They've started a union against me.
So, well, what was your last
Pokemon
training
Union.
session? 2 hours of kissing?
I don't know. Let me ask what the police what they think. It's not explicitly illegal, but I still want to put you in jail.
If I had a Lickitung, he'd be into it.
That's stereotyping.
It is.
Anyway,
Lickitung was a Pokemon. Lickitung was a first generation Pokemon.
yep.
And people are like, first generation is the best one. All the best ideas were in generation 1. Which I don't disagree with, except I do. No.
Also, why is using a stick over a baton gonna solve the mouth touching issue? Still multiple places on baton to bite on.
It wouldn't.
Yes, it would.
Your
But it
Pokemon
would
even
be a
know
lot
baton
cheaper.
pass?
Yeah, but I'm getting this collection of sports equipment.
Swords. Swords.
Just tell me a price for a few batons.
It's 10. 10 for a few batons.
Good. Buy it.
Man, Fuse, you think this part of the session is going slowly? Just wait until we get into shiny farming.
Well, I'm not doing that. Okay,
Huh.
so should I make it 2 teams of 3 or 3 teams of 2?
Yes.
I'm checking all my Pokemon's dexterity.
that right?
Yeah.
So 1 second, I'm gonna make some rolls to make my teams.
Oh, Lordy. Roll 3.
No.
Freshly grown 3s. This computer is powered by another computer saying the word computer. Computer, 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 computer,
The other computer is also saying the same thing.
computer. So they're powering each other?
Yeah.
They can't do anything else, considering the power they generate is limited only to allowing them to say computer over and over. But it is technically a self-sufficient system.
No, it slowly runs out of energy.
Well, you know what it needs? Third computer. What are we doing? Why aren't we doing it?
I'm sorting out my teams.
Jesus.
It takes
Something
a second.
new- Yeah,
There's a
something new
whole
every day.
6.
Something new every day with you.
Yeah.
Just have them play dodgeball over and over. It's fine.
Well, while you're setting up your teams, you are approached by a group of Plusle and Minen.
Is 2 a group? Or do you mean a group of multiple puzzles and minens?
There are 7 total.
Okay.
3
Of
Plusles,
each?
4 Minens.
No! Fuse, it must be 6 or 8. Come on. You can't tell
No.
me there's a puzzle without a minen or a minen without a puzzle out there.
There's
You
one
monster.
lonely Minen.
You monster! Are they all holding hands? You know, like in groups of 2?
Yes, except for the one Minen.
You monster!
I look at this group.
They look at you. Lust in their eyes.
No, you want tomorrow for that.
First, we go to legal representative.
What do the Plusles and Minens do as they approach?
They're just kind of watching you set up for whatever you're doing.
Oh, fuck, let him play.
Curiously.
Let him play.
Curiously.
Jostly curiously?
Curiosity.
Why is Plus One
at
Minen
big
just...
level.
Why is Plus One Minen just Pikachu? Just Pichu, but like,
Because
seriously!
there's a Pikachu in every generation.
Yeah, but they're not always this blatant about it. It's like,
Sometimes
what if they
they
just
are.
release... What if they release Charmander with a plus and minus on their fucking... Charmander, but it's got the Ace of Spades on its chest. Surprise! New Pokemon!
You
And there's
have
4
to
others.
speak overload.
That are- Charmanders with different suits.
I mean,
Oh yes!
Just-
Spadesmander, Clubsmander,
Warning. Ridiculosity level rising.
Heartsmander.
In the last
Diamond
generation,
Commander.
the not Pikachu is literally not Pikachu.
Yeah, but that's fine. That makes sense in the lore. It's like, there's a Pokemon that isn't Pikachu that dresses up like Pikachu. This is Pikachu, but twice. They're colored.
Level rising still.
Nobody paid us on the computer. Still rising, just in case, probably should be worried about this.
No, there
Hey,
was
anyway.
also a not Pikachu.
There is no not Pikachu. You
Like-
are wrong.
There's the
Like,
blue
Gen
squirrel.
7 had Mimikyu and Togedemaru.
To get him out. Yeah.
Anyway,
Pokemon number 777.
Nice. Wins the lottery. What was the orange one with the whiskers?
Orange with whiskers.
that was Pikachu.
Pikachu doesn't have whiskers. It looks like this guy, but it's orange. It has whiskers.
Alright, time to look at all the orange Pokemon.
Purchase confirmed. Ordering 3 tons of creamed corn to your address.
Your address here.
Mistake. I am not address.
What are you talking about?
I'll look up not Pikachu.
Oh! You mean Deden.
Sure. Yeah.
That Pokemon that has whiskers, yes, but does not, in fact, look anything like that other Pokemon.
Yeah, as projecting. But this is also a not Pikachu.
Yeah. There's an electric rodent for every generation.
There's the squirrel, the blue squirrel. It's white and blue. It's a white squirrel with blue accents. What's your name? Pachirisu.
Yeah. There's also the other squirrel,
Gliding
Emolga.
squirrel. Mulga. White hot squirrel. Look, opinions are
First,
they're on
you
things.
need to find some legal representation.
Oh, what's this guy? Who's this little guy? He's got like V ears. Got an orange V on his head. Big old blue
Victini?
eyes. Is it? Is this? Yeah, Victini. Just making the little peace sign. What's happening in this roleplay?
Waiting for your tangent to be done.
It's not making a peace sign, it's making a victory sign.
You're saying I was slow.
I'm not.
How can
Wait,
you
are
not tell the difference between a peace sign and a victory sign?
I'm not present for this. Oh, wait, yeah, I'm not present for these Pokemon. For these Plusle and Mittens showing up, am I?
Well, you are distracting the GM.
Yeah. And also the audience as we wait for stuff to happen.
I've been waiting.
Yeah, what
for,
are you doing?
As I was saying, I asked the Plusles in mind and if they'd be interested in having a friendly race.
Alright, let me find the most intelligent one.
It's me. Is Is it the lone minin?
Ooh. Wow.
Yes, I would.
Apparently. One of these puzzles apparently not only has contest, but etiquette.
Wow.
Wonderful. Oh, there goes my hat.
They rolled
So
a
I
1.
No. If he has the capability, though, does that count for something?
They flip you off. Stone on the ground.
Okay, so it looks at you confused.
Yes.
What do I roll to teach these puzzles and minins how to have a track race? Via motions and without words.
Give me an intelligence plus contest plus etiquette.
Well, here's 4 dice. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
So I do more than just run around in a circle.
Run around in an octagon.
Alright, between the two of you, you're able to get an understanding going.
So it would be set up like this. Me and my Pokemon get set in position in a distance apart from each other, and they all get a distance apart. And it's
How many you
pass the
plus
baton
your
from one to
Pokemon are you?
6, and we'd be willing to take on the disadvantage of going against 7.
Is there really a disadvantage in
All
the
right.
race? What are bugs?
Baby.
What are bugs, baby?
I don't know.
What
Alright,
are bug
get
baby?
ready for contest. It's going to be dexterity plus survival plus athletic. In sequence. You should probably start with Newfie, so you know what the actual training is going to be.
Yeah, except I would have to leave out the 1 dice for the athletics, since training doesn't have that. You
Yeah,
wanna-
so just ignore the last die for that purpose.
Okay. Oh no, that's
So it's only 2. Alright. And competing that. Ooh.
Ooh.
Starting with a tie. Mine in 1 transfers off to plus a 1.
And passing off to Ponyta. Hello.
We're looking for another tie. No.
Oh, only 1. So Ponyta gets a solid lead.
Makes sense.
I hope someone keeps track of the numbers.
A mouse versus a horse. 3-3, 3-2. Or 3-1,
So-
rather. 3-3, 3-1.
Ponyta passes off to
Fennekin? Ooh.
Right. All you need is one.
One.
But they are slowly catching up. As mine and 2 heads off.
And I am keeping track, so nobody else has to.
I'm
Okay.
keeping track too.
Well, you two are keeping track.
Then
Which is,
so will you.
Tracks.
pass to Pidgeotto.
Which tries to bird run.
Yeah, I guess.
Officially caught up. Thanks to Plusle 2. Passing off to mine and 3.
Okay, and this is passed to Jangmo-O. Dang.
Oh.
He was supposed to be my good one.
Oh, 1.
I think they might win it. Depending.
Oh!
So they die.
Right, mine and 3 trips. And has to start over.
Hmm.
So you're
So what are we
still up
counting?
against mine and 3.
So what are we counting that as? A -1? Just a 0? No, it is a -1 technically, because 0 with 2 ones.
And to my last Pokemon, Rockruff.
Hey. At
Right,
least
there
you've
is
consistent-
no way for them to win. They've got 3 more Pokemon to get through this round. Alright, hold on. Alright, Plusle 3 switches over from mine and 3 to mine and 4. Plusle 3 is now the alone one.
Oh.
Oh.
Is also 3 the one that tripped?
Mine and 3.
Is mine and 3 the alone one you said?
Yeah, mine and 3 is the alone one. That's the one that tripped.
Oh. You blew it! You blew it for all of us! Wait, this is what it looks like currently. Us versus them.
None of them could have helped out because nobody actually has helping hand. Apparently.
Aw.
All these Plusles and Minans, no helping hands. Alright, well, you did it. You
I
won
will
the
go
race.
I will go to the one that tripped and make sure it's alright.
Giving your insight, knowledge, medicine.
And so many specialties that I don't have. that I should maybe have.
Maybe you don't need it. See how well you do.
Maybe I do need it.
Can't have a specialty in everything.
Sure you can. You just need to be around long enough.
I mean, at least the first specialty is at a reduced cost.
Harlequin, the Pokemon trainer.
Is that a Hunter x Hunter reference?
No.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Let's see. Do you think I should buy 1 point in medicine before making this roll? If I can.
Do you?
I guess the answer is yes.
Well, you can't. No.
That makes my 4 to a 5.
There's no such thing as a 5.
Oh, you see, added another success.
Some minor scrapes, but nothing significant. What was that I just saw on the map?
An arrow from Jara.
Okay.
He's way over between Bertrand and Curry.
As long as I don't, like, move over to the right and see a bunch of dogs in the ocean.
What about over Rockruffs?
Good. I'd better go over to the right and see a bunch of rock roughs in the ocean.
Not now.
Oh no, we gotta save them.
That's your reason to move on.
There's a bunch of island-sized dogs.
Yeah.
Rock
Gotta
type
save the
dogs.
giant ocean dogs.
That's our new face place. Giant ocean dogs, parentheses, in danger.
Okay. It's going and adding the experience now.
I just got through eating a bar of 90% chocolate.
Sounds bitter.
What did they do with the other 10%?
It's just gone. It's missing.
The other 10% is almonds.
The other percent is just like the missing texture from Gmo. So there's an extra 10%. We don't know what it is, but it's not chocolate.
It's missing though.
Well, first, you have to get a legal representative.
More and more esoteric. Okay, this probably answers just no, but I want to ask you: does missing no exist?
Who knows?
What if I? What would be the hacking skill? What would I roll for hacking?
Like, that's basically like asking, like, I refuse, is God real?
No!
Like,
It's like saying-
do I know that?
That's like...
It's like, yes, you are 100% sure.
Can I roll lore?
No,
Can I
you
roll
can't.
You're afraid I might get 5 successes, which even then wouldn't.
No, because you still wouldn't know. You might know a lot about Missing No, like
Well, no,
rumors.
Okay, so Missing
Like,
No as a
is
concept.
Missing No real?
Does Missing No as a concept exist?
Maybe.
What? Now I just want to know what happens if you catch Missing No in a roleplay setting.
It glitches out your team.
So people do know of all of the legendary Pokemon that they at least exist.
Yeah, they are legends. They don't know that they exist. They're legends.
Well,
Myths and
based on a
legends.
true story.
Well, yeah, just because that's like fucking John Henry is a legend. You know, a tale. Real man. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure there's many people named John Henry at some
You
point.
hush. Yeah, especially after John Henry. Alright, what'd you get? What are your experience points?
It was just 2 hits for 4 experience. Anyway, after
Hey.
that,
Stop bloating my video size. I keep the uploads fast by not ever moving the camera.
anyway, after the race is done, I will
No.
bid the Puzzles and Minans a farewell, safe journey, and I'll treat all my Pokemon out to some kind of special food that they eat. I was gonna say like to a restaurant, but I don't know if
Do
there's like
Pokemon
sit-down
restaurants.
restaurants.
Of course there
Pokemon
are.
restaurant. Absolutely.
Oh, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I take them to that.
Like, you're in the big city. Well, you're not in the big city right now.
This is something they've never really shown. It's just the idea of like a sit-down restaurant for you and all your Pokemon. Seems weird, but makes sense.
Like, how could they not have that?
It's like cat restaurants, but for cats instead of just featuring them.
Is there just one or multiple?
Your pick.
Hold on one second.
Like, what style of restaurant do you want to take your Pokemon to? Like
Is
a
Italian
family restaurant? A
An adult
fancy
restaurant?
restaurant?
First, you need a legal representative.
One of those restaurants that lets you throw peanuts on the floor?
Hey, I've been to one of those. I've been to a restaurant where the table is filled with peanuts.
Have you been to a restaurant where the table is made of peanuts?
I mean, by percentage, technically, a good chunk of it was, I guess, because it was like sealed into the table. Or peanut shells, at the very least.
Terrible place to have a peanut allergy.
Don't go here. Don't drive by here.
Move to a different district.
The peanuts, they will find you.
So I rolled a random restaurant. It's like not a generator, but from actual restaurants around. And I got Smash Burger.
Well, super smash burger.
I guess we're going to
So you're
Smash
going down
Burger.
to Smash Burger. Does it have any information on Smash Burger? I don't care.
Well, hold on, let me give you the phone number. You can call them.
Because Smash Burger here is one of those battle restaurants.
What do you mean by battle restaurant?
You go there, and you get food, and also you battle.
Winner gets food.
Yeah.
Winner gets free food.
Okay. I'm assuming
Wait,
all my Pokemon are tired out from the run, so. in
Is
training.
it like
Like,
Is it
you
like-
go over to the food that you want, and if somebody else wants it, you fight for it.
And the loser pays
No,
for the food.
you both pay.
What?
Let's just go to a
Like,
regular.
you pay to go in, and then you have a certain amount of time, and you have to fight people over food.
Oh,
Okay.
so it's like you don't pay for food, you pay for entry.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, next restaurant.
Smash Burger. Like Clash.
Bar Louie.
Clash Burger. Bar Louie. It's like a
Yeah.
blues restaurant.
Go take your dog to the bar.
Or like the bark.
Is he old enough?
No. Rockruff is not of legal drinking age.
What bar offers shots in a doggy bowl?
Only the best ones.
The doggy bowl.
Of course.
It serves everything in the doggy bowl.
Shots, 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 shots,
It's
shots.
a
Okay,
very
don't take
small
me-
doggy bowl.
For shots. I order regular, but good quality food for all my Pokemon. Assuming this is a regular restaurant
Where?
plus bar. It's a Bar Louie.
Yeah, they got a restaurant part.
Yeah, their motto is eat, drink, be happy.
Eat, drink, be full.
Eat, drink, be Louie.
In this restaurant, the theme is they call you Louie.
No, Louie's just the bartender.
Yeah, and so is everybody else. Are you listening?
And anytime anybody addresses anybody else, they say, "Hey, Louie," and everyone claps.
Is it any of my Pokemon's birthday? Or mine?
Alright, let me roll a D356. First for Noof. On a 1, it's today.
Okay.
So Noofy's birthday came and went sometime during the game. Pretty early on, apparently. So he
Wait,
was,
what month are we in now?
it probably
It's-
came and went.
Oh,
It's late summer. I
That's,
thought.
no, yeah, it's late summer. I thought.
Like, it started spring.
Oh yeah, because one would be today, so I'm not thinking about it as in like that some
yeah, I'm thinking
November
Yeah.
date. But
like one is
Yeah.
January.
So, 296 is 295 days from today.
I'm not gonna bother counting that out right now. Just roll the other
So,
5.
Ponyta,
My God.
who's next?
Fennekin,
Ew.
Pidgeotto, Jangmo-O, Rockruff.
Ooh,
Rockruff's in like 2 months.
very similar birthdays.
For 2 of them.
Yeah, we got 53 and 55. And we got 296 and 302.
Yeah. We have 194 and 257.
That's a
So what's-
6.
Yeah, 164 and 257.
So it's jarring his Pokemon's birthday.
You don't need to know.
Jar's birthday is 119 days from now.
Alright.
Well, 118 days from now.
Vespiquen.
113.
Like 6 days, almost a week's different.
Right? And Rollpeed.
Whirlpeed, yep. Nidorino. Marowak. Torterra.
Not that either of you would even know most of these.
Yeah. Or them, for that matter. Or birthday's even a thing in Pokemon culture.
I don't know, are you a Pokemon professor? Give me a lore.
Alright.
Give me an insight and knowledge lore.
Can I just ask Dr. Essler?
Have you even met him?
I don't know, who am I talking to right now?
Just try to ride a bike indoors.
Oh, Professor, there you are.
It's common knowledge.
The image in my head is probably much different from what you're imagining.
I don't even know if I had an image per se, but go on.
Because he rides a motorcycle? So I'm just imagining him bursting in through the wall on a motorcycle to tell you not to ride a bike indoors.
I was imagining some sort of like telepathic link. Like it's like in lore, it's more like the words of Oak echo in your head. But in my, apparently, according to me, it's just like no.
He just shows up.
Every time it's a fresh connection, he is telling you directly, no, stop it.
Is the Pokedex a kind of communication device, or is it only...
We have phones. We've established canon.
That's only for our game, though. In the regular games in anime.
In the regular games...
It depends.
Your phone become the Pokedex?
There's various different communication devices throughout the series.
Smoke signals.
Oh, here's an important
I don't think that
question.
one's been used.
Can I ride my Ponyta indoors?
It's frowned upon.
In theory.
I mean, it depends on the store.
Physically.
Alright.
But first you need to get a legal representative.
You! Alright, so... Move.
I need to know the cost of the food.
Yeah.
No free Sundays for anyone.
What kind of quality are you going for?
What's all of the options?
It's 50 new yen for a good meal.
Oh, and Whirlpede's max
Each.
health has been healed, yeah.
What's the Poke to New Yen exchange rate?
1. So 50 poke each if you want to get a good meal.
After however many days of training, I think it's worth it.
Alright. Your Pokemon each gain a happy.
Yay! Do I gain a happy?
Yes.
Hey.
My happiness came from my Pokemon being happy.
Whirlpede's or Venopede's shell healed up when they became Whirlpede, yeah?
Yep.
Still a mark there, though.
Yeah.
To what extent could be healed via evolving?
Depends on the Pokemon.
If a Pokemon was missing a limb and evolved, what happens?
Depends on the Pokemon.
Yeah, I realize now. So, would the Pokedex entry for my Whirlipede show what its maximum stats could be, or what has been known to be.
Yeah.
Alright, so actually, I might be looking to purchase this Everstone, because Whirlipede's vitality is higher than... Well, I wouldn't know Scoliopede's vitality, so I wouldn't know it's higher. I just know it's like, wow, that's pretty high.
Yeah, you would not, in fact, know Scoliopede's stuff, because you don't have that page.
Yeah, so I just know that... I know Whirlipede goes up to 6, but I don't know that... Yeah. Not super important, but...
In fact, there's no reason why you would even know that there is another evolution.
Okay.
You can give a lore.
This Pokemon,
Sure.
this Pokemon evolves? I didn't know that.
4.
Yeah, it evolves.
Neat. But yeah, so training has happened for XP, but I think it's probably a good enough time. Like now that Vespiquen has been in this form for a while, I think it's a good time to like check it out, check how it's doing. It's like, hey, Vespiquen, how is she adapting to her new form? And furthermore, address the fact that I noticed your training hasn't. I don't think it feels like you haven't been taking to your training as well as you used to. Are you feeling okay? Are you distracted by something?
Vespiquen appears concerned about something.
I'd like to ask it what's wrong and use some empathy to see if I can interpret. May I?
Go ahead.
3, 2. I kind of want to re-roll that with a -2, yeah? Is that okay?
Alright.
Yes.
Alright, that was pretty risky. But I guess it paid off.
Shit, I still wanted to will it, but oh well. 4.
Alright. Alright, so you can tell that Vespiquen is dealing with new instincts. Especially when Vespiquen goes off, grabs a rock, and comes back, fixes your posture, and then has you balance the rock on your head.
Alright, I try to balance the rock. I trust my Pokemon.
Dexterity, survival, athletic.
Alright. 3.
It's satisfactory for now. She'll see about improving you.
Okay.
Not satisfying to get that Dex to 5.
Man, Whirlpeed can overtrain 2 stats.
What's the second one?
Insight.
Oh yeah. Crazy. Well, we have 2 months.
About to.
Yeah. After a couple of months. Does the Does the Pokemon Pokedex entry that I have for Whirlpeed tell me what conditions must be met for it to evolve?
Yes. About 2 months.
So, wouldn't that imply that the Pokedex is telling me it does have another evolution? Not what the evolution is, but that it does evolve.
Yes. Also, it shows a picture of a Scolipede right there.
Yeah. So, I'm like, oh, we'd better get some training in. Oh wait, it's the next day, isn't it? We're supposed to go back to the store. Yeah. Let's go back to the store before we start training any moves. It was like a little bit afternoon, probably. We go back to the store.
Yeah. Do you remember what time you were supposed to go there?
They said 3. So, a little bit afternoon. In fact, we could do one move training. If we say we finish at noon, then we could do one move training before going over there. So a -1 to move learning, yeah.
Alright.
All right.
Which move? How do you train it?
Well, Vespiquen seems particularly.
Particular?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Actually, no. Let me check something. Did I ever mark down? I don't know if I ever marked down what the sexes of my Pokemon were. Which is unfortunate. Anyway, well, given that I think Marowak has been very advanced in their training in the performing arts, and that the nature of the move I'm trying to learn, I'm going to have Nidorino try to impress Marowak with Flatter.
Aww.
Plus, they've been dancing together all this time.
Trying to set up your Pokemons.
I'm not, but...
Christine, lawyer.
You got their genders and their kinsies.
Well, Marowak's a 5, and Nidorino is a 1. So again, not out of the question. In either direction, really. Either of them could be anything, and it's not out of the question. Because it's specifically not a 0 or a 6.
But they are pretty close in
Yeah.
opposite directions.
Yeah, but again, I'm not saying it's likely or anything. I'm just saying neither of them is out of the question. But yeah, I'm going to have Nidorino practice Flatter on Marowak until Marowak, being the judge, is satisfied with the work for today.
That sounds weird.
I mean, it's drama, it's performance, it's theater. Unless they don't want it to be, but whatever. It's like, keep your chin up, like, let your throat open when you growl in such a way as to let the Pokemon know you're interested. Keep your spikes straight, stiffened, just tips, stuff. So, that is the training Nidorino is doing for learning Flatter. -4. Alright, 2 hours have passed during this activity, and we go to the store.
You go to the store.
And I look for the person I'm looking for.
Whoa. It's the person.
Nice. I go up to them with the Everstone. Or first I go up to them and like greet them and say, "Hey, hello. I'm sure you probably remember me.
Ah, yeah.
I hope you're
I
glad.
could never forget.
I hope that your display case is, well, I suppose it wouldn't be okay, but I hope it's been repaired." Well, I look over. Has it been repaired?
They have a garbage bag over it for now.
Like, I hope nobody got hurt during that. Well,
Me too. Looking at your arm.
yeah, my arm is scratched up, stitching. It's fine. Yeah, I laugh slightly and and I take the Everstone out of my pocket and I hand it off to him with a light bow. It's like, "Thank you for letting me use this, but I did say I only wanted to borrow it, so I'm here to give it back."
I think I'd have to ask Selton what our return policy is for whatever this was.
I don't want to be too much of a bother, I say with an encroaching British accent.
Vespa Queen smiles.
What? Don't make my butt British. This must have been lose their disobedience.
How do you smile with mandibles?
You chitter. Chitter happily. Yeah, it's true. Combi just has 3 like regular normal ass mouths, and Vespa Queen's like, "Hey, mandibles, anybody?" Full on mandibles. What are lips? Next, it's more like bangs, or like bangs than anything else.
Oh, also, you keep calling it Vespaquin because that's its name.
Okay. It's called Vespa Queen in the book.
Yeah, it's a typo.
Okay. Vespa
There's
Queen.
only
There we
one
go.
E.
Good. Glad to know it. Hornet Man.
Wouldn't that be Vespiquen?
Yeah, Vespa Queen.
Yeah.
Or always I hear you as saying is like Vespa Quinn, like if there's an I.
This is a
Yeah.
Vespa Queen.
Well, it's an E.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Those are interchangeable.
Slight difference. No, it's not.
So, yeah, he says I'd have to talk to Selton. I say I don't want to be too much of a bother. But if they don't want it back, I will keep it. If they do want it back, I will return it. But it's up to what they desire for the stone. Because I did say I would return it.
Hey, if you want to give it back, I'll hold on to it and talk to him later.
I think on it for a bit. Like, if I return in a few days, will you let me know if I should keep it or not?
Shrug.
You wouldn't know this because Newfie's not there, but later when you meet, you would know that Newfie's gonna go to the gym the next day,
Ah.
and you'd come with me.
Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, so I choose to leave the stone with him, so he can ask Selton next time they see. It's like, kid tried to return the stone, left it here with us. Doesn't, but I don't know if you wanted him to keep. Yeah. So I choose to do that, and then thank him for his time. I ask when he will be here next, within the next few days, when I should come and see him. Presumably, he gives me a time and a date.
Oh, I work on.
Sure. Well, I will show up later after a few days. But not like the next one necessarily. It might not have been enough time, but after a few of them.
No, that was
So-
2d7. I work Mondays and Fridays.
Wow! Means it's either a Monday or a Friday.
Yeah. It
What
does. Mondays and Fridays.
Mondays and Fridays. All right. So next week, I guess I'll show up. Let's say it's Friday today. So I can either show up next Friday or next Monday, or this Monday, upcoming Monday, or next Friday. Either way. Anyway, whatever. I thank him for his time, appreciate his efforts, apologize for the cabinet, and go out to find Newfie. And presumably all this is happening while the race is going on.
Probably. Or you already had your training
Yeah.
off, so
That's true. So
Hope
you
you,
may-
hope you
So this
can
is after the
Yeah.
race.
yeah, after the race.
need to know to go specifically to Bar Louie to find us.
Oh yeah, so this is happening after. We'll probably end up going back to home.
Well,
Back to
Newfie
yeah, we
would
do
probably
have
be on the
phones.
way back by this point.
Yeah. So then we meet up at the camp.
Unless Newfie was eating there for more than 2 hours.
I don't think so. It depends. Did
You
they
are-
have free chips and salsa?
So, like, Newfie would have probably been around while Jara was going into the city.
Sure. Would Newfie have been like, "Oh, I'm gonna go fight the gym leader later"? In that voice exactly.
I mean, I would have told you at some point earlier that I'm training my Pokemon in order to challenge the gym.
Sure, but we've also been training for a while, so if you didn't mention specifically today was the day, there would be no reason for me to think it would be.
Also, I moved to Canada.
What?
Newfie moved to Canada,
Why?
apparently.
Is there an A in there? Talking like... Are you talking about my accent?
Yeah.
Alright. That's what you want to call it.
Or were you just referring to Newfie as a person from Newfoundland?
Is that what it's called? Is that why they're Newfie?
Yeah. That's how I
Fucking
chose
what?
the name.
You're a geek lord. So there.
You're a
Um,
butt lord.
it's true. Don't challenge my domain. So, we meet up, we talk about our plans and ideals and hopes and dreams, worst fears, and Newfie's off to fight the gym leader today.
I figured my Pokemon would want to rest. Then again, it doesn't take that long to rest.
Sure.
Yeah, your Pokemon did just rest.
I guess so.
So, Jara will ask if Jara can accompany you to the gym battle.
Yes, sure.
Yay. That sounds like a thing to watch.
Sounds like a thing for next session.
Oh.
I mean, we still have 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I guess we could start it.
Well, too bad that I have to go to bed right now.
Oh
Well,
no.
go to
the
bed
battle
and
is
I'll
going to
find a
take
song.
place.
Hey Mayo,
So
give
the
me a
battle
word.
is going to take a word for what?
Just a word.
Shite.
I mean, the thing is also, I should also be going to bed at some point.
Yeah.
What?
It's the
How
bad
could you?
hive mind. We have to go to bed.
Alright, let's go calculate experience.
Mm-hmm.
Each trainer, 4
Alright.
Pokemon used outside of battle. Nobody?
Nobody. Best we can put a
There's a
rock in my
cool
head.
race.
Best we can put a rock on my head.
Like, the race was originally going to be training, but then it was cool. Like, it became an actual race.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So the racing Pokemon get 4.
So, all of them.
Vespa can put a rock on my head.
No.
Vespa can also had a rock on their head and threw it to me.
Torterra guarded the Pokemons.
Sure. 4 experience for that.
Yeah.
Alright. Marowak helped train Nidorino without necessarily training themselves.
I'll count it.
Yay.
Nobody faced any hardships today, and nobody was particularly heroic.
I returned a stone. But I really didn't have to.
Rockruff ate
that
meat,
is-
but I ate that meat.
That is it for experience.
Oh yeah, I like confronted the Pokemon that was rummaging through our camp. That may take some level of heroism. Some
It
big
looked pretty
old,
docile to me.
yeah.
But you didn't help anyone.
I fed it, and then helped confront Rockruff without actually helping.
You can have half credit.
Yay, 2 points. Right? Or is that 1
Yeah.
point? 2 points? 1 point?
2.
Sweet.
Half of twice 2 is 2.
Sure. Alright, next.
That's it.
So what is it? 6 to B-Boy. 4 to Torterra. 4 to Marowak.
Yeah.
Nice.
And on that note, I'm ending the stream.
Stream ender.
See y'all next time.
Next line.
No.